Welcome back to Te Araroa in New Zealand, everyone. This is episode 19 of my series where I hike the 3,000 kilometer length of New Zealand with my husband, Brian. So far, we have covered 2,590 kilometers, that's 1,609 miles, from the southern terminus of the trail, which means we only have 450 kilometers or 280 miles remaining. In this episode, we walk along the stunning coast and then a massive rainstorm hits the region. We monitor the situation closely and seek sheltered accommodation whenever possible. Since we're hiking late in the season now, we navigate trail closures and figure out a way to get ourselves closer to the terminus. It's a fun one. Okay, let's get into the episode. We started this 3,000 kilometer hike 122 days ago, and I've made an episode for approximately every 1 week of hiking. It's hard to believe that this is the second to last episode of this series, which means we are only about 2 weeks away from reaching the terminus of the trail if everything goes according to plan. If you've been following along from the start, you'll know how many obstacles we've had to overcome along the way, most recently a flare-up of right knee pain for me. But despite all that, we've persevered and done anything we could to take care of ourselves as we continue hiking. We've also crossed such stunning and vast landscapes that it feels like each episode looks unique. This week is no exception. With dramatic coastlines, flooding from rainstorms, and cute towns, we have a lot to take in together. We've been going for a few hours now, and we've just reached a point with one of these wash stations. So you scrub off the mud and then you disinfect with the spray to help prevent the spread of a disease that kills one of the trees. So we're always as absolutely diligent as we can be when we clean our shoes. Good morning. It is day 123, 123, and today we are planning to do just under 30K, I think. We've got 13K to get to a boat shuttle, and we had a bit of a lazy morning this morning because we need to cross a river in 3 kilometers at low tide. I think I looked it up, and low tide's like 11 a.m. or something, so we couldn't get going too early. It was actually really nice to have a bit more of a relaxed morning. Had a great sleep here, and we were hanging out last night with our friend who we've been hanging out with on and off whenever we run into him, so that was really nice because Brian and I were just feeling like we were missing friends. All is going well. The official TA route is to take a boat shuttle across the water here. We arranged a service that shuttles TA hikers across and met at the designated time. It was quite an efficient experience. We were across in less than 15 minutes. We are up on the hill here. This is our final thing we had to do before dropping down to the hut we're gonna stay at. And it's been raining pretty heavily on and off today. The ground is super slippery because of that. Brian just fell. I almost fell. Classic.
Got the water.
We made it to the hut and we think it's just gonna be us here tonight because it's already dark. This is probably gonna be our last hut of the entire trail too, which is so cool. It was a great day. Quite a bit of rain today and it's super rainy now tonight too. So to be sheltered under here, the roof's like right here. To be sheltered feels so good right now. And we were able to sit at the table and plan out the rest of our hike over dinner. With our itinerary we just planned out, we have 14 more days of hiking. Something super exciting happened when we were hiking this side trail down to the hut. Brian was ahead of me and he saw a kiwi. I have not said it out loud, but I've been really hoping that we see a kiwi bird because they're like iconic. They're like the symbol that you see everywhere around. And Brian saw one and he got so excited that he was like, oh, a kiwi. And then of course it ran away and I didn't see it. But here where we are, you can hear them calling out around the hut. So when I went to the washroom just now, I shined my light into the trees to see if I could spot any, but I couldn't. But I'm really happy for Brian that he saw one, and just knowing that it was right there, that brings me great joy. Okay, good night. Good morning. We had a beautiful sleep here. Rained all night. Oh wow, it's absolutely pouring right now. So Brian and I want to get going by 8 a.m. and it's 7:15. And it's very hard in these moments when it's cozy and beautiful in here and the rain is just absolutely pouring down. It's very hard to get motivated to get dressed and go out in it, but we need to. Lots of stairs and lots of rain. It's a very beautiful place here. We're very wet. The rainstorm came in strong. It's fall now here and rain is getting increasingly more frequent. We spent a lot of time discussing the river fords we had upcoming and how swollen they would likely be from the rain. We decided to attempt them but turned back if it didn't work out. Later we would learn about flooding ahead of us on trail and we monitored the situation closely. We fortunately seemed to be just a day behind the worst of the flooding. It's pretty gnarly out here.
Beer bottle, storm water.
We're trying to get the sand out of these pockets here.
We're on the road now for the rest of the day, and the rain does seem to be getting better. And we had a lot of sand in our shoes from crossing that river, so we decided it was worth it to stop, rinse it out in this, it's not even a stream, it's just a ditch, rinse out as much of the sand as we could. So obviously our feet are still going to be super wet, but now I've got no sand in there, or at least like way less. Our goal now is we're going to try to get to a B&B. We've not been able to get a hold of them, so we're hoping they just let us stay and have space for us, but it's off season, so they should. So that's our plan. Good morning. We stayed at a B&B last night. I didn't film anything because it's someone's private home. Oh, here comes a car. One sec. It seems like a B&B they used to run, but now they just take in TA hikers. Now we got going at 7. Our big goal at this point is to maximize daylight as much as we can. So our new schedule is wake up at 5, get going by 7. Yes, I need 2 hours to get ready in the morning. That never changes for me, so I just have to embrace it. And we have 30-ish kilometers to do today. The vast majority of that is a detour because of a closure. So we're basically looping 25K around on a road to get our continuous path and miss like 5K of actual trail. So it'll be an interesting day. I mean, we still have to do it, so you just gotta do it. And then the town we're headed to is really small apparently. So that's our plan. We're gonna try to stay focused and get into the rhythm of road walking. Now that we are hiking through late season, there are a few segments of trail that are closed for the season. That meant that we had to do some significant road walks around the closures, which sometimes added kilometers to our distance that we hadn't yet accounted for. So nice to have a pedestrian bridge. We've had a great morning so far. Little sprinkle of rain, but then sun, which is glorious to dry out. And we've done probably about 15K. So we're doing this side road, and normally on far out, we can look at our elevation profile for the day and get a sense of where we're gonna climb, where we're gonna descend, what the total's gonna be. But because this is an alternate, because the main route is closed, we don't have an elevation profile. So we have no idea how much climbing we're gonna have. We've made it to our short stretch of trail. Seems to be an old forestry road, so hopefully it'll be cruisy like this. And it's nice to be off a busy road and in the forest again. We've arrived at the river crossing and it's very flooded. I think much more than usual because of all this rain. Very brown, so Brian's gonna cross first and he's gonna try going in his sandals. And I'm unsure if that's gonna work, so I'm gonna wait and see how it goes for him and have my shoes on in case anything goes awry. And then if it all goes well, I'll try the same. Oh. Good luck. What's your report?
So it was super easy with sandals.
As long as we get there by 7, so we've got to do 1, 2, 3, 4 more times. Now we're filtering some water and we're just making a plan for the rest of the day. And I'm just under my poncho sitting here with my pack also under the poncho. Are you ready, Brian?
I'm ready.
How's the water situation?
It's going pretty slow.
Should we abandon it?
Yeah, I think we got enough.
We made it to town. We've got boxes, 1 each, of our resupply, and our B&B is like 500 meters away. So we're just walking there now, and it got dark while we were in the store. Good morning. We got going at 7:15 probably, and our goal is about 40K today, 100% on the road. So physically we should be able to do it. The only thing that might stop us is the fact that it's supposed to be a big rainstorm later on, and there was flooding from a rainstorm 2 days ago.
Can you write me something? Something like you love me one more time. I need to hear it.
My leg's a little bit more sore today because there's been so much road walking, but it's only like bothering me 20 steps and then it'll go away. And it's not painful really, just like slightly uncomfortable. So I think it's okay still. Longest footbridge in the southern hemisphere. How cool!
Turtle mode.
I want it my way. So tell me something like you never need it. Tell me
It doesn't feel very tempting to want to go out in this.
No.
The one thing I will say is we're supposed to walk a kilometer in the water there.
Yeah.
I think we should walk the road for a kilometer.
Can we
They
connect?
They reconnect.
Yeah, we'll do. We're back on trail. We took about an hour, maybe even an hour and a half off in that last little town. And our trail friend was there, so we had such a nice catch up with her. It's actually thinned out a lot. There's not a lot of us through hikers out here right now. So whenever we see someone, we're just so excited. And we got 17 kilometers to get to the farm stay we're headed to. So it'll be dark by the time we get there, but it's 100% road walking, so we know navigation will be easy. Tonight we are headed to a farm that allows through hikers to camp in a designated area. It's a communal living setup, and they have an easy check-in process once you arrive. We made it to the farmstead. Look at this room. So the host who checked us in said that the camping area was completely flooded 2 days ago and that it probably wasn't safe to tent. So this is their communal area. Normally TA hikers aren't allowed to use it, but we're off season, terrible weather, unsafe outside. So they're letting us stay in here tonight. And Brian just made us some dinner and I just had a hot shower and everything is good.
Everything is good.
Look at this. I carried this all day today. It's pouring.
Yeah, it's stormy pouring.
Malbec, that's good. We're sharing that, just in case you were wondering. Okay, noodle time.
It's got lots of veggies, actually.
Yeah, a lot more veggies than the ones we've been having. That's a nice flavor. We've gone how many kilometers? 2,700 with the same type of ramen.
Yeah.
Every single night.
Yeah.
Trying something new. Have a good shower.
Thank you.
Here's our sleeping setup. Our little mats here. Behind the couches. Tucked into the corner. If you ever wondered how we manage all this footage, all these hours of footage, is we've got a little Pelican case with all the SD cards, and we've got double what I had when I did the PCT because I have my camera, Brian's camera, plus we have a few extra SD cards for the drone and the Osmo Action Cam. This one. Which is why you've been seeing a lot more of my rainy hiking, because it's not that I never hike in the rain, it's that I can't film in the rain until I got this. Because this camera I'm filming on right now, not waterproof. I am filtering us some water, and then I'm gonna go to bed, edit my video for the day. We have another big day tomorrow, not as big as today. So we're gonna try to get going again at 7 and get a good sleep tonight. Who knows if anyone's gonna come in here, no idea. I guess we'll just hide behind the couch. All right, see you tomorrow. Good morning. Had a super good sleep last night in that big room. Got going at 7:20. We've got 31 kilometers today, I think, so a few kilometers shorter than yesterday. We're going to another farm stay called The Farm. It hosts TA hikers. We're going to have mostly road, but 9K of trail. The TA used to take a hiking trail up through the hills here, but it has since closed due to cowrie dieback disease. While some trailheads have cleaning stations along the way to help curb the spread of the disease, some forests have shut down completely. That meant that today we were hiking along this gravel road up and over the hill. A couple locals stopped to check if we needed a ride along the way, which we declined, explaining we wanted to walk the whole way if possible. They always wished us luck and made sure we didn't need anything before driving off. Time for us to start the trail part of our day. Nasty. This ground, this dirt is like just clay. It's so slippery. We already took a break pretty recently, but we saw this picnic table by this beach in the sun, and we thought we've got to take the opportunity to dry out our socks and our shoes as much as we can because our feet are not happy. And this is absolutely glorious. You can hear the waves crashing. There's hardly any wind. It's very nice. Got to replenish the sunscreen. First thing.
Need some sunglasses.
Yeah, me too. Okay, do you guys want to see the view? We have 8K remaining, so we're doing our final foot air out break. Our poor feet, they've just been wet so much with all this rain. Hi, good morning. Good morning. What are you up to? What are you doing? Hey, Brian. Here's the communal area. And then there's this outside area. That's where we ate our dinner last night. And there seems to be a lot of people here from all over the place here to work on the farm. And everyone's up and going already because it's a farm. So it's about 7. We're gonna get going and we have 30K to hike today. And today is another day where we need to take a ferry. Did you book that motel?
Yep.
Oh, great. So we've got a motel for the night. There's laundry there, so we'll do our laundry, get a bit of a reset, and we'll take a 0 only if we need it, basically based on how Brian's feet are doing after today. But it looks like blue sky, so fingers crossed. Our feet will stay dry and his feet won't get worse. Here we go, leaving the farm behind, hitting the road, listening to a podcast to keep my mind occupied. Because hiking on the road is not technical and it is monotonous. Here we go, paved road. So far, the IT band feels perfectly fine. Poncho on at some point every day. We're doing great. We're now a few kilometers from the ferry. We made it on the ferry. So cool. There's not even a dock. It's just like a boat ramp. I've never seen that.
I didn't even have to stop walking. I just walked right on.
Perfect timing. I think it runs every 10 minutes. So it's pretty much always perfect timing. Today was a choose your own adventure type day with 3 different possible routes to take to follow the TA. We opted for the route with a short ferry ride because it seemed interesting. This is a coastal path connecting 2 small towns. It's really lovely. We're going past a holiday park right now and Brian needs to use the toilet, so he's going to ask at reception if he can. And I'm noticing that my mind is wandering more now that I'm getting close to the end. This always happens to me on a through hike. Like, I start to think a little bit more about life off trail. And there were definitely phases in this hike where I was like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna need to through hike for a while. Like, I'm really craving being back on my home island, Vancouver Island, and really exploring more of the nature there and filming more of it and sharing it with you. But now that I'm getting close to the end and we're at the point where I can see the finish line and I'm like, I think we're gonna make it. Now that we're at this point, I'm realizing, oh, I don't know when my next through hike is going to be. I don't have it planned. If it's not until Northern Hemisphere summer, then, you know, that's a whole year away, if not longer. And that feels so far away, but also like that's really not that far away at the same time. I'm starting to feel that nostalgia, like it's going to be sad to finish the hike. I'm a Velcro hiker. I get Velcroed to the route. We have arrived in town. So now we're gonna go to our motel. A local just showed us around town. That was nice.
That was nice. We got the full layout.
Walk in for a Kiwi welcome. Here we go. Good morning. We are ready to go now. We got our resupply for the day because we're going town to town today. It's 9 a.m. and we have 21 kilometers to do today. It's a shorter day. It's one of those setups where we can't go further because there's nowhere to camp or stay. So that's what we're doing. Shorter day. So we're getting started a bit later than normal. Feeling good. Not much to say, honestly. Okay, here we go. 9 a.m. hitting the trail.
I just wanna go out on a walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out on a walk with you.
Poncho on.
I just wanna see your shadow next to mine, sailing over pavement with our 2 outlines.
Classic through hiker. Just cooking up some food in a very sus kitchen in a marginally clean motel. Through hiker life. That was a fun week. With only 222 kilometers remaining to the terminus and more coastal hiking ahead of us, we are so excited to hit the trail again tomorrow morning. That's where next week's episode will start up again, and it's the last episode of the series. Can't wait to see you then. Thank you so much for watching.